Today we're going to talk about what's going on in the world, specifically with real estate, and how we can expect real estate to react and continue in the digital world we're living in. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Aaron Powers Show. I wanted to talk today just about our reality and the fact that if you're like me, you are at home. The backdrop's changed a little bit. Things are a little bit more casual these days, I think, for most of us. And so I wanted to just kind of bring that to light and talk about what's going on in the world of real estate. Are we still doing business? Is it still moving? Specifically for our state, in the state of Nevada, what does that mean for us? So I just wanted to tackle these things for everybody and kind of get some light shined on how we are still doing business these days. So first off, anything involving commercial or residential real estate at this point is an essential business. So we are still doing transactions. People are still buying and selling homes every day. The county is still recording properties. Lender, title, escrow, home inspector, appraiser, real estate agent are all still working. Now, there may be some that have chosen to not, and that is on a case-by-case basis. I know in my business, I'm still actively working and running every day. So that's the first point, is just to let you know that things are still working. If you're involved in a transaction right now, you've seen that. Rest assured, everything is still moving forward as it was, with the differences most of us are in our homes. We're doing everything electronically, whether that be paperwork. I know even the Clark County Recorder's Office is submitting electronically. So there have been some changes in the way that we do business. However, business is still running. So just keep that in mind. Everything's still proceeding. In activity, we have seen the activity of buyers and sellers, for the most part, decrease, just based on the fact that there's a lot of people, or a section of the world that just is it wants to wait or hold off, or isn't comfortable being out looking at properties or being with the public, which is totally understandable. For the most part, I feel the same way, and I encourage you all to stay home as we get through this process together. With that being said, we are still able to show properties if you're interested. Everything will be wiped down and sanitized. We have all the lights on in the house before you even go in. There's no reason to touch or feel anything. You can walk through. We have masks and gloves. So it can be done if you're interested in that process, and many people still are. We also have the ability to do digital or video showings, where the client, the seller, can actually take a video of the home, explaining the home. We can then send that to an interested buyer and still possibly put them into contract on a home. So those things are still out there and are still working. So it's possible. Now, we have seen, as I mentioned, in the last couple weeks before the shutdown really happened, we would put anywhere from 800 to 900 homes into contract in a week. Last week, we put just under 400 homes into contract. So you can see that number is about half. Now, we still put 400 homes into contract. So obviously people are still out there doing business. So don't let that scare you. I think most of the fear comes from the unknown. Now, will this probably affect and or change how we do business or live our lives? Probably yes. How much will that change and how long? That's the part that we don't know. So I'm not here to, guarantee or challenge or promise you anything that I don't know, because I don't believe that that would be a fair synopsis. What I can do is let you know that it's still happening, and there are just less out there that are doing business at the moment. Now, I have listed property of people that would just, want to make sure the home is on the market. If you're in this situation and you're going to be selling in 2020 anyways, why would you wait to see what happens? There's so much unknown. Get the property on the market now. Days on market is not really going to be something people are going to fret over through this process and transition, because everybody's in the same boat. We're all in the same journey together. So getting it out there and having the potential of people looking at it now, even if you don't necessarily want to move for 2 to 3 months, we can still make that happen. So keep that in mind. Don't let that deter you. Better to be ahead of the game than behind it. So just keep that in mind. We'll continue to keep you updated, obviously, as things change. For now, just realize everyone in the residential real estate space is operating and proceeding as normal, with the caveat that your timelines could be a little longer than normal with everybody having to work remotely. So I am offering Zoom meetings for anyone who has a question. Any clients, we still get together. It's through video instead of face-to-face, or should I say physical face-to-face, because we're still face-to-face. And we can still do meetings and ask questions and go through documents and sign paperwork and are still able to do all of those things. So hope that's a good up-to-date space for you. We'll keep that moving as we go forward and bring you any new information that we find out as well. Thanks so much for watching. I am Aaron Powers, local Las Vegas realtor and CEO of Powers Real Estate. If you know anyone that is looking or in the market or may just need help or questions about what's going on, please let them know we're out there and we would be more than happy to help. Thanks so much.